What is up, Fredonia? You're listening to the Local Lowdown on WCVF 88.9 The Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno. My name is Olivia. I'm your co-host and your field interview lead.
Hello, I'm Brody, your co-host and promotions lead.
Hey, I'm Tatum, your sound extraordinaire and also on-set wrangler for today.
Hello, I'm Cece and I'm your production lead. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Fredonia Radio Systems in a group effort to promote and showcase local music here in Fredonia and the Western New York area. Welcome to the Local Lowdown.
On this episode this week, we have Relentless Moisture. They're coming back.
Hello.
Can you guys introduce yourselves and your background in music again?
Yeah, so my name's Gordon Arthur Hall V. I started, I guess my dad was is a guitarist, so he started me pretty young. I really got into guitar at 13, and since then, it's been uphill since then.
I'm Elena. I'm the manager of the band. I started off performing in violin, and I started in music education. Then I realized I didn't really like the teaching, and I really just wanted to be involved in shows and everything. So switched to music industry, and we met through Local Lowdown was the first time we all met as a group. So very thankful for that, and I've been working with them ever since.
Yup. My name is Joe, and my background in music is that it's a divine calling, really. I had a dream one day, and they said, you got to pick up that guitar. And so I did.
Pick that up, they said. So it has been foretold that there is a house of moist in which you all live in. What is it like living together in this new stage since you guys are all graduated? And does this help or hurt the music-making process in any way?
Definitely helps.
Yeah.
I should say.
Yes. Yeah, no, I'll say for me, I mean, they all also lived together in school, and I was like the newest person joining the group in that respect. And I think from like a manager role, it's very helpful for me, like trying to figure out how to make a post including 4 people when all 4 people were away from each other. Like we were all across the state even. It wasn't like even we were in similar towns or anything like that either. So actually getting to Buffalo, which is where I think we all really wanted to be anyways, and being able to just always be around, actually getting to like hang out with everyone. It's been nice. It's been nice socially to like get used to everyone, and then from there I feel like for me anyways, I've been able to like get more of an image of the band that way, I guess.
I think we're able to get more stuff done faster.
For sure.
Definitely. We don't have to, everyone's still on like different schedules, so it's still a little tricky to coordinate some stuff sometimes, but it's much easier than, trying to figure out how to, get Gordon halfway across the state or whatever.
Right.
Potsdam. Shout out Potsdam, New York.
Yes.
So, since your last interview, you guys have released an entire album called Peculiar Transmissions. What does the release of this music mean to you guys, and how is it different from your EP before that, Sniff the Apothecary?
It's cool. It's cool that it's out and that we recorded it ourselves. I think I'm really proud to have just like a body of work out there that people can listen to, and it sounds good. It feels good as a musician to like have all the stuff that's been sort of inside your brain bouncing around for years out there. It's cool.
It felt kind of at the time it was sort of like a sigh of relief, because we've been working on those songs for
really working on that
like 4 or 5 years, some of those songs. So it was really nice to finally push it out the door and get everyone's ears on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
something I kind of hopped onto kind of midway. So for me, it was like of course I heard all of them live before and everything like that, and you guys were playing them for a while. But it was cool to like to go into the studio and hear Bleed Into Me, because that was something I heard maybe once or twice, and then to actually like hear you guys working on it, and also seeing the process for me is always really cool. But yeah, no, it coming out was. It was a process, but I'm glad that I was a part of it in that aspect.
It's good to have something just to show for yourself. Honestly, it's like people are like, "Oh, you're in a band," or and I can say, we actually have an album out. Go listen to
music you can hear.
But however, if our album doesn't get 1 million streams by April 15th. We will be deleting it and joining the military, all of us.
Entire thing
We're
was
specifically requesting to get put on the worst submarine that they have. So run those numbers up.
Yep.
Let's get 1 million.
1 million.
1 million by April 15th.
Or we're deleting it
Yes.
and joining the military, the Navy.
Everything,
On the
not just the
submarine.
album.
Yeah, we're deleting our whole
It's gone.
personalities and everything.
Yeah. We're all going to get buzz cuts
Yep.
and be like shooting torpedoes and stuff.
Relentlessly bald.
True. New era.
So, what are some of your favorite songs off of this album that you're going to delete in a month and a half? Or a
Well,
month?
we got to get the million streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially.
I think one of my favorites is always gonna be Bleed Into Me, just because the writing process for that was a lot of fun. Like we had been experimenting in that tuning, and I wrote like that beginning riff and the chorus, and then Gordon had that like bridge idea, and then we were like sitting down one day and we were like, let's
put them together.
Put it together. We'll figure it out. And so
at the kitchen table.
Yeah, we went to the C-store. We got turkey pesto sandwiches. The turkey pesto sandwiches. And we sat down at the kitchen table and just worked it out. And so that's a fun one. I like Brain Jar a lot.
Brain Jar, that one.
That
Brain
people
Jar.
responded very strongly to that, and I wasn't expecting that, because it's like one of the proggiest songs on that album.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that one a lot.
I really like the transmissions, the little interlude parts.
Yeah.
I quite like those. That to me was not the most fun, but it was some of the most fun I had making the record, just because it was different. Something different than the whole guitars, bass, drums, vocals thing,
Right. Yeah. No, I think also when I was like, when everything was done, but it wasn't fully released, it was like the one that I'd go to show I felt the most was Brain Jar. It was just like, it's overall just such, it's like its own project in its own. And it's, I think, a very good ending.
And Cave too.
Cave.
The string quartet. It was a lot of fun to
strings.
record.
I was
That
just
was
about.
a lot of
That's
fun.
actually my next question. That song, Can We Do It in a Cave? Let me say the name. It does include an orchestral part. What was that like recording it?
It was super dope. Like,
Yeah.
we had Catherine bring a bunch of friends, and I wrote out the part, just kind of worked it out. I demoed, I put it into the
Muse score?
multi-track. Well, yeah, I had the Muse score. I took the output and put it in the multi-track just to hear it for the first time. And going from that to real strings was just, it was actually crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it was wild.
We were in our element. Those techniques. That's sort of what we were trained on.
Yep.
A little bit at Fredonia's, the Deca tree.
Yep.
Shout out
Shouts
Deca.
out.
You learned that in the King streams or no?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
There's also a music video with that. And what was it like putting that together? It was cool to see like everybody in the studio with all the orchestral parts.
I think, what was it, Andy that edited that?
Andy
Yeah,
You might
threw
have
that
to ask
together, yeah.
Andy how he feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did do some filming for that though. I had a little green cheap like $9 antique store camera.
I remember that.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
shot Amphobia on that.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
It was like a group effort, like sourcing all the pictures
Yeah.
and videos and stuff. But
Yeah.
Andy was the one that put it together.
It feels like a best hits like video compilation. It's
It
very like
does.
emotional.
Yeah.
Like
It makes me
anybody
cry.
who's been a part
Oh,
of
yeah.
the moisture journey can look at that video and be like, whoa.
Genuinely,
Yeah,
it makes
there.
me cry.
That's where it started, yeah.
Absolutely.
You show that in like a Relentless Moisture like movie documentary.
Yeah.
Listen, like
No,
it's like
literally.
black and white slowed reverb.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. Yes.
for future reference, for future editing Andy.
Yes.
Yes.
Editor's
Yes.
note.
Future Andy.
Future.
So, as we said earlier, Elena is here, who was not here in the last interview.
Yes.
How did you become Moisture's manager, and what is it like?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a pretty good time. It's overall. It's definitely been a learning experience for me. When I was first switching into music industry, like I kind of said earlier, I started music education at Fredonia, and I really got involved in the scene that way. Moisture was always a band that I really loved and everything like that in the scene, and I was mainly doing a lot of like booking and promotions at one of the venues in Fredonia, but I never really thought of myself as becoming a manager. I never really thought that was going to be the path that I would go down. But like I said, we all were kind of here together during their first Local Lowdown interview. And from there, I think it was a little bit later in that semester, I was asked to join on, and I thought, why not? And, you know, I kind of initially contributed a lot, like with booking and stuff like that, but like you can look at like the past social media stuff and you can see that there was an arc of me learning how to social media, and then like you go through our like Google Drive and you see I learned how to do like finances and stuff like that, and so all of it's been a learning process, and I'm really grateful that they're all just willing to let me learn alongside and everything like that. But it's been really great. Like I have been able to we went on our first tour, and that was the first time I went on tour, which is something that I've always wanted to do, and working with people who are all creative, always open-minded, everything like that. I mean, we definitely have times where some of us have strong opinions on one thing over the other, but I think that's just as important, because if they didn't care whatsoever and I was just doing whatever I wanted as a manager, that's just not what I would want. Like, I'd rather be with a group of people who really care and are really passionate about everything, or else, a band like us wouldn't be on tour and wouldn't be doing this and that if there wasn't help from everyone, while also contributing myself. So
Yeah, you're managing the project rather than bossing them around.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. I'd like to think.
I think the
yes.
important thing is having an extra person who like cares about the vision as much as we do, someone that we can assist to do their job, but really just someone that's a little more put together than we are, because we're
You see how
bad
we
at
dress.
bad at planning stuff, So
Yeah.
it I'm really happy with the way things are.
Facts, me too.
are working out,
It's been greatly uphill since
Yes.
ever since
Absolutely.
Elena's joined our
Thank
ranks.
you. I do think that's another bit of a conversation to have too, of these days with a band and everything like that, you can't just have a manager that does everything. Like, you have to have a social media presence where the band is the front of that. I'll be featured here and there on social media and stuff, but it's they're playing, they're talking on the screen, advertising a show, them going out and doing interviews like this, that it's so crucial to be working with a band that wants to be involved, to push the band forward as well with their presence. So, but yeah.
So you help out with the social media, the booking, stuff like that. Can you dive into the responsibilities you have as a manager and like anything else that you do for the band?
Yeah, I mean, I think prefacing with a manager kind of just does whatever the band really needs. So like this is what I specifically do. But I really first, like I said, started with booking. I was booking outside of Fredonia and in Fredonia, then ending up working on like tours and things like that. I work a little bit on the social media. I feel like these days, especially with all of us living together, we've taken on a little bit of responsibility of like all of us doing the editing or the ideas and stuff like that. That's more collaborative. But a lot of organizing, like if you look at, we have a Google Drive, and that's incredibly, like, that has to be the most organized thing or I will not be able to function myself. I mean, there's a lot in the little nitty gritty of finances so that we can get merch out and then advertise ourselves that way, and actually being at the shows and stuff like that too. Been diving into some photography and videography too. Just kind of, some of those required things. I feel like finances and general organization is the manager stuff that I do, but otherwise it's kind of been more of that kind of creative industry stuff that I get to experience on top of it by working with them.
Yep, I love that. You mentioned it a little bit. Sorry, I have a cold.
Oh.
You mentioned it a little bit, though.
Did you say your voice is a little hoarse?
You could say.
Yeah. You mentioned it a little bit earlier, though, that you book a lot for the band, and you've also booked multiple tours, not even just for Moisture, but for other people as well. And namely, you booked a humongous big bug wet insect tour. What was it like booking that tour, and then what was it like actually being able to go on that tour and experience that?
Yeah. Booking it was rough. It was rough. I had the kind of schedule that I proposed was, if we do it at the end of May, we might catch like some colleges that are still like working or that are still like going, and like catch a few shows that way. It ended up just being every show or every college was already like done for that semester and everything like that. So it just ended up being, I graduated 3 days later, we were on this tour. So probably note to anyone who is in that same boat to not do that. But the booking process was overall fine. Just doing it on top of everything else is always a little stressful. There's always also, like, anyone who is getting into tour booking, just know that whatever idea you ever have initially for a tour is not going to happen.
It's going to change,
it's just not going to happen. Like, I think it was a 9-show tour, if I'm correct, but it was supposed to be 10 days. Like, we had an extra day that we wanted to do, but either the first or last day didn't work. And then there were a couple places where it was like, oh, we really want to go to this city, but it was like that city was booked, so we went to a city nearby. So we made it work, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Definitely a learning process too, and I also always recommend, like, if you're just getting into some of this stuff, to always reach out to your connections and everything like that. Like, I was reaching out to people that I know are tour managers now and be like, what's an ad mat and how do I do that? Like, that was something I really had, like, to lean on a lot of people for, so I appreciate that from them too. But in terms of going on tour, I had a pretty good time. I mean, there were certain legs of the run where I was really, really stressed, just because trying to balance it all and do it all correctly and make sure everyone else is happy as like the tour manager role is always a challenge, but it's really important to also like take care of yourself and relax when you can as well, which I learned. Yeah. We also all got sick in between some of the rest days, which was not fun. Bad. And I experienced, but Yeah, we went to some really cool places. We stayed at a cabin where there was a petting zoo. That was fun.
There was a
Yeah.
camel.
We played at an old
Camel.
firehouse. That was super cool.
Yep. We played at a
Were there any
vape shop.
horses at the petting zoo?
What was that?
Were there any horses at the petting zoo?
I don't think so. Just a
there
camel.
were camels and goats and turkeys.
Camels,
There was
goats,
turkeys.
turkeys. There,
There
was
was
a cat.
cats.
Very friendly cat.
Yes,
Kitty.
yes, beautiful cat. Where else did we play? We played at a museum in Binghamton.
Money
Yes.
Museum.
That was
We
Yep.
played at a
Bundy
theater,
Museum.
right?
We did
There
play at a
was-
movie theater.
Yes.
That was super
Yes,
cool.
in
That was super
Albany.
cool.
Played
What
at
did you guys
Union
put up
Vapors.
on
Yes.
the screen behind you?
Oh, we put up. I
don't
have
remind me.
I have a playlist on YouTube of just really good videos that are just whack.
Just in
Uh-huh.
case. For a time like
one
that.
of the ones that stood out a lot was the music video for Lettucey, Pieces of Me.
Yeah, that's a good video.
That video.
There's
Lettucey,
like one
Pieces
good.
of
There's
Me.
one really good picture
Oh,
of me
yes.
where she's in the
Yes.
back. Yeah.
Yes, I know the one.
Was there anything about tour life that you weren't expecting to deal with?
I don't think I was really expecting anything, if I'm being honest.
I don't know. I think all the hard parts I was kind of expecting,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I just knew we were going to be in a car driving for long distances, and I would have my bag and everything, and
I wasn't expecting the third row of the van to be so.
yeah, that was
It
was
kind
a
of-
little-
much.
yeah.
It
It's
was
a
so
little
much.
crazy.
Resting my arm on like Gatorade bottles
Yes.
the whole time. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, we do.
Little bit of
We're in
space
like
there.
an SUV, and then we have like a trailer in the back.
Mhm.
So we
Yeah.
have like all of our stuff in there, but like our daily necessities or like our various.
Car snacks.
Yeah, it's
and
a little
everything.
tight,
All
but it
that.
works. Yeah.
Yeah, basically we make it work.
Didn't you guys have some issues ordering at a certain fast food restaurant?
Oh yes, we were stuck at a
don't know if we
Popeyes.
I don't know if we
can-
really had issues. It was just a painful
just-
experience.
yeah,
It was just
it was
really
wacky.
difficult to.
It was Popeyes
It-
or was it Checkers?
It was
No,
Popeye. That's a,
the
That
first
is a
show.
different-
The first
Okay.
show that I ever booked for Moisture was
Yeah.
a Lavender Room show. Shout out Lavender Room. But afterwards, because we were at the original venue, that's no longer. But as you're leaving, you're on the main street and there's a Checkers. So we decided to go around there, and it was an
Yep.
automated
they had a robot
drive-through
voice.
that was trying to sell us
They're
stuff.
upselling everything. They're like,
Yes.
"Can we
Yes.
interest you in the double chocolate chip brookie, the chocolate, the whatever the hell?" They were like, "Do you want a
bookie?
big, huge, giant milkshake
Yeah,
with that?"
I know. I
Big
ordered a
milkshake.
small Sprite. They wanted me to get an extra large.
I know. I
milkshake
just got
instead.
fries, I think, but
Yeah.
yeah, because it was a robot. Then Andy pulls up to the window and he said, he's made
can
he
bleep
made
it
some
out.
threats.
He did
Yes,
make some
yeah,
He
we'll
made
say
some
that.
threats at the window.
Yes.
And
And we're in two separate cars, so we're yelling back and forth to each other.
Yeah,
We've had a lot of drive-through
Yeah,
experiences.
the main
That's
moral
something I
of the
wasn't
story.
expecting.
The moral of the story is you got to keep Andy on a tight leash.
Correct.
You gotta kind of reel
Or
him
else
in.
Yeah.
he could already be on a list somewhere.
Once you open
Probably.
the enclosure of the kit, leash immediately.
Yes.
Leashed up.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Starts barking and everything.
Yeah, that is something I like. It's not that I was planning on it or like trying to have expectations about it, but like the way in which food works on tour, we like most of my funny stories about tour is our food experiences.
Yeah,
like we
food.
walked in the pouring rain in Ohio to get to a gas station that wouldn't let us go inside,
yeah.
but there were employees there.
Because in Ohio they do that stupid thing with the gas stations where they like close it and then there's someone at the window and you have to ask for something, but it's like, how am I supposed to know what's
you
in the
have.
store if I
Yeah.
can't go in the store?
Yeah.
And then they're just, you can tell they're mad, and then we're mad because we're out there in the pouring
Pouring.
rain in Ohio
Yes. Yeah.
at this
Nah,
stupid Circle
One of the
K.
scenes that was just not. It was just crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
scenes of that.
Yeah, I remember before tour, I was like trying to like make so many plans about like ways that I could like make like quick meals and stuff without having to rely on just eating random stuff or like gas stations or drive-throughs or whatever.
Right.
And I mean that kind of fell apart pretty fast. We didn't really end up using our cooler that much.
No.
And
Cooking is tough on tour.
Yeah.
I did make a soup once, but
Soup was good.
I couldn't convince anyone to go out with me to get. I think we were in Pennsylvania.
Yes, this
that
was
was
the cabin there.
Pennsylvania cabin, and I was trying to get people to go out with me to get shrimp for it, but no one wanted to get shrimp, so we just said vegetable soup. for
That
dinner.
was the day before we all got really sick.
Yeah.
Besides, like, Gordon, I think.
No hot water
Yeah.
there either at that
No,
cabin.
that shower was.
They did.
Yeah.
They did have Mario and Mega Man though, so
That's
that was
true.
kind of cool. And
Oh, I
pool.
didn't know
And
they had
pool, there was a
Mega
pool
Man.
table.
They had Mega Man.
Yeah.
Very hard game.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on.
The Erie after the Scranton, Pennsylvania show when we were at the cabin, all the guys went to a diner the next day where there was a MAGA
They
burger
had the MAGA
as
burger.
well.
And everybody else was
It
getting
was
their.
just a normal burger.
Make America eat burger again.
They had a pretty good Reuben though. I'm not gonna lie.
I think there were egg sandwiches that we ended up sharing that were pretty
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah, I got
if
one.
I remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was good. That was a
But
good
yeah.
egg sandwich.
But all to say is that I don't know. I didn't have many expectations. I think there was more downtime than I expected. That's one thing. Like, I knew I was having a lot of hats on this tour and everything, and like booking it and communicating with everyone. I thought I was just going to be turned on working the whole time, where it just ended up being like I ended up getting a break at the end of the night, or we got to actually get food, or we actually like had a second to sit down, which I really was not planning.
Nice. So, let us know what these numbers mean to you.
Oh.
20, 15, 13, 15, 18, 18, 15, 23. You posted these with a series of behind-the-scenes videos in the studio in January. What is the purpose of using these numbers?
Can I see the numbers?
Yeah, I
you
need
can
to physically
absolutely,
see
you can
them.
see the number. They're right there.
Well,
See, I know what it's in reference to. I'd have to count.
see, they're all less than 20. It's all 23 or less.
Yeah.
Because I mean, honestly, 24 is just too big of a number.
Yeah. And God forbid 25.
25.
Oh, I remember. I think I remember. This is the date, January.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So it reads out TOMORROW.
Yes.
If you convert it from the numbers to letters.
It actually reads out HORSE.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
That's true. We
Yeah.
we just love basketball.
Yeah, we were just really into basketball at that time, I
Okay.
think.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
A little January basketball phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We.
It's awesome when it's on the ice.
I can imagine.
Ice basketball.
Like hockey and basketball.
Slipping and sliding
had a
around.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine
And
that
all the fights.
Jumping is. Oh.
And the fights.
That's my favorite part of hockey.
Oh yes.
Okay, so we are gonna go now to your set. We're gonna take a break
Yes.
from this interview and go to your set now.
Goodbye
I'm
to
so
me.
excited
Yes.
to hear all the music you have to play.
Oh no,
Me
for
too.
us.
I don't want to play
In the
any
set.
music.
Well, here we are. Here we are. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. To my back to it. Catch my breath before I start up again. Living on without a moment to spend. Past the evening with a drink and a friend. Let my skin get to the like the pause, no matter what I pretend. Like a pilgrim, learn to transcend, learn simply as in the steps again. Not looking back, but I want to look around me now. More of the people and the places that surround me now. Time stands still. Breathe this moment a little bit louder. Maybe it's sensation a little bit stronger. Slips away. Experience slips away. Time stands still. Turn my face to the sun. Shut my eyes. Let my defenses down. All the tools that I can't get around. I let my past go too fast, no time to pause. If I can slow it all down, like some captain, ship runs aground, I can wait until the time comes around. I'm looking back, but I want to look around me now. More of the people in the places that surround me now. Breathe this moment a little bit longer. Maybe it's sensation a little bit stronger. Maybe it's your breath a little bit stronger. Breathe this motion a little bit longer. The innocence slips away. The innocence slips away. Time stands still. Time stands still. I'm looking back, but I want to look around me now. All of the people and the places that surround me now. Time stands still. Summer is going fast, and it's growing colder. Children growing up, old friends growing older. Freeze this motion a little bit longer. Maybe it's your breath a little bit stronger. Experience slips away. Experience slips away. The innocence slips away.
It's pretty good. A little rush for you. A little rush. Had to rush through that one. Yeah. Here's one hopefully we won't wash through.
We won't watch through this one. This is a new one. It's called Primordial Soup, and it'll be out never. All right, 1.
You should have stayed long enough to miss the pain. You should have stayed with me. I could wash away the grief now. You should have stayed long enough to miss the pain. You should have stayed with me. I could wash away the grief now. Ah, ah, It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
You gotta leave the bit with the pliers in the video so that people know that we're down to earth and working class, and that
We are working
we
class.
haven't forgotten our roots in spite of how famous we are.
Guys, even though we're rich and famous, we still gotta problems to deal with, okay? It's all good. It's all good, but man.
For one, I gotta pay off my gambling debt.
Yeah, that's Seneca Casino, man. They will come to your door.
Well,
Yeah, this one's new.
I don't have any time to kill. If I run out, you gotta forgive. Losing patience, so tell me now. Who will I know why? When I'm near
What I always say is you can watch a chickpea, but you can't watch a garbanzo bean.
Okay,
Yeah.
quit horsing around. We got some more questions.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay. It was better than mine. So, okay. Who is Relentless Dad, and what does having this master moisture archivist mean to you?
That's my dad.
Yes.
That's Chris.
Shout out Chris.
Yes.
Well, he's a huge fan. He's a big fan. So whenever we're in the Rochester area, you know, my parents usually pull up, and my dad takes videos and uploads them, and I think it's cool. I like to have I like to have like videos available
yeah.
because like I love like looking up videos of my favorite artists, and then nothing is more disappointing when I discover an artist I really like and I look them up on YouTube and nobody's taking videos of them. So it's cool that my dad's doing that. It's good to have those there for posterity, you know.
He's got some good moments too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some good.
Yeah.
Some
like,
of our, I think he
moisture
got like
moments.
most of our Rec Room show, which
Yep.
was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a
Y'all
good
should
one.
have came to that.
And the Halloween flying squirrel show.
Yep.
Mhm.
Where it was like that one for me, it's like whenever a moisture set is happening, I'm at the most upfront that I can be, taking photos, stuff like that. So to actually like have that perspective of like, oh, that's what the crowd was doing, or
They
like
were
something
wild.
like that was a
crowd
cool
was
one for
crazy.
There
that.
was like Five Nights at Freddy there.
Yeah,
there
there was
was,
a lot
like,
there.
Nostalgia
The
Critic.
The
Grinch,
Nostalgia Critic was
very
there.
highly
God.
realistic Grinch. Someone
Yeah.
went all out. It was awesome.
There was
I think
a
it was
lot
one of the bands
good
I think there was some
costumes.
regular show going on there
Regular
too.
show.
Yeah, we
All kinds of
were
stuff.
Regular show.
we were old ladies.
Yeah.
That
Yes,
one.
we were
Yes,
grandmas.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I have some photos printed out.
Oh god.
I
So-
see.
Oh no.
I didn't
So
mean to throw it. That was really
unceremonious.
mean. I guess like I don't know, contextualize these and tell me what's up.
Oh okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Of course, we're waiting 5 days to drop.
Drop, I believe, a big fat diarrhea doo-doo or something like
Yes.
that was what I
Yeah,
said.
and if I'm not mistaken,
the,
Relentless Dad has commented. What did
This
Oh,
brought a
is it?
to your eye,
and then
to which Caden said, brought a tear to my thigh.
Broken
which
heart.
Is,
Broken heart.
hey, yo.
And I just,
You
I
can't
really
say
love the
things
community
like
that Relentless Dad has brought
Yeah.
Right?
to your fan base.
Someone said, yo, you guys should come to Rochester. To which
Oh,
I believe we replied,
5
We're
replies.
from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
see.
Metallica reference. I
because
don't
I
remember
think
that.
at the end of the video, Jack was like laying
Laying
down.
on
Yes.
the ground,
Yes.
yeah.
You know, R.I.P. Cliff Burton.
Yeah. Oh, yes, because that happened like legit the day before.
Yeah.
Yes.
We also have a choice picture of Freddie.
Freddie.
Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this-
they don't tell you this, but Elena, you actually were the Blue Devil in your time at Fredonia.
Yeah. I think for me, it was truly just like being able to say I wore a mascot costume in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really what it was.
What
The
shirt are you
real-
wearing with that?
Huh?
What shirt are you wearing with that?
I'm wearing
It's
a
a band
Velvet
shirt.
Bethany shirt.
Shout out.
Yes, because I had just done the interview right before then. But this was a kickball event in which we rented out the mascot costume for this, which our lovely, lovely AJ from the station wore the full costume of. I just wore the head for 5 seconds.
And you know what? His name is Mike.
His name is Mike.
Yes,
It's all.
his
It's
name is
they're
Mike.
trying to trick us into thinking that it's Freddie. First of all, cop out. Yeah, it's
True.
Fredonia. Calling him Fred. I looked up what the mascot's name was in 2020 before I went to Fredonia, and I swear to God, it said Mike.
It said Mike.
His name is Mike.
Options of Mike.
It's
Mike.
what
Mike.
the mask is.
That's
That's
True.
what the point of the
That's not
mask
what the
is.
mask-
And now these other ones, we got this classic picture of Gordon.
That one is a
Yeah.
classic Gordon
Is that
picture.
the guitar?
That is not the
Different?
guitar, but
Okay.
it is very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the child size guitar. My dad got that for me. I still have it, but it's in pieces because when I was in like elementary school or something, I wanted to just see the insides of a guitar, and I messed it all up
Oh.
like
Oh,
bad.
wow.
And then here we've got a picture of me as a young child. This is dated March 19th, 2005, so I would have just turned 3. And
Is that your mom?
no. Who is that?
No.
Sorry, the printer kind of lost its color.
Where did you
Looking
get
right in
this?
the
Because I feel
I got this
Oh.
from Relentless Dad.
you got it from my dad.
Yes.
I
Wow.
don't. I actually am not sure that I've even seen this photo before.
You know,
So that's
you can
kinda
find
crazy.
all of
Posted.
your moisture
It's
needs
posted.
on Relentless Dad YouTube.
Yeah, I guess just
but
ask my
if
dad.
if you go to Relentless Dad Instagram, you find these gems.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Well, that's a sick sweater that I got.
I
on.
know,
That's
yeah.
kinda
Dope
awesome.
sweater.
Yeah. I wish that I still had that. and
Those
it
are both
fit.
adorable, though. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I haven't always been this tall.
Yeah, right.
True. True.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
little at one
I was
point.
maybe,
I
I
have
was
always
maybe like
been this tall.
5'9" there.
I'm glad we were able to show out some nostalgia.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the meantime, I think we're missing some people. I think Tatum has a question for us.
Okay.
True.
That's true. What is my favorite
like a
horse?
character?
Favorite.
Oof.
I'm not super.
Wasn't there a horse called journalism?
Oh,
I'm not super up on my horses.
yeah.
My favorite horse.
Favorite horse.
I'd
Anybody
say for me,
contemplating on being a brony?
What?
oh,
Yo, you
Anybody
know what?
contemplating
on there's
Actually, I might say.
I
I
would.
did forget that was.
I do have one. I'd say, and I've been referencing it a bunch recently for no reason in particular, but I was a Girl Scout. So, of course, I had my every other month horse ride because it just always happened when you're a Girl Scout. So, I'd probably say one of those horses that I rode on when I was between the ages of like 8 and 12.
Respect.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta think
I'd
about
say.
horses.
I'd say either Big Mac from My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, or
Big Mac.
what's the other one's name? Soren. Soren.
Soren. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Joe's favorite is also Soren.
I just think I don't know. I can't play favorites. There's just so many horses out
Isn't
there.
he technically an alicorn, actually? Anyway.
Well, okay. Well, now
Anyway.
you're getting greedy here.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I think Cece's like wrestling right now.
Oh my gosh.
Like actually wrestling to get the microphone.
Oh my gosh.
What is your question? What do you want to say?
Right. Um.
Apple.
Apple.
Carrot.
Apple cider?
Apple cider. A hard cider, perhaps.
I could say a Bloody Mary. Aren't there like vegetables and stuff in there?
Oh yeah, they'd
There
love
you go.
that.
Yeah. Tomato. Horse and tomato. Yes.
They should request a trough in the bar.
True.
Probably cigarettes.
What did
Yeah,
you just say?
Cigarettes.
I could see. I could see
Yeah.
maybe if it was like a group of horses and they get a round of like Long Island's.
What do you call a
is there,
group of
I was
horses?
just about to ask. Is there a name?
What's a group of horses?
A herd.
Oh,
A herd.
horses.
Duh.
Herd.
Duh. Yeah.
Can the outro song be that Rolling Stone song? Wow.
Wow,
Horses.
horses.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Bojack moment.
Couldn't. Yeah.
Oh.
I forgot I
horse.
could sing.
Yeah.
That song was
Like the basketball game.
Like the basketball game.
Yeah.
Like horse.
Horse.
Bojack.
Yes. Sorry.
And like Bojack.
Sorry,
I
I
was
don't
Bojack
sport.
for Halloween.
You
Hey.
were.
I
That
was.
was pretty iconic.
That was scary.
That's actually dope.
No,
That
it was
terrible.
good. You sent me a video and it was perspective of just kind of snout, but your whole face.
Yep. And then
That was
Libby
really good.
was my Princess Carolyn.
Yes.
Hey.
I walked into a party. Somebody immediately came up to me, lifted up their pant leg, and there was a Bojack tattoo on there. And they were like,
Oh,
"You are
yeah.
my idol." And I was like, I can't.
I
claim
don't know
all
about
that.
that.
Wow.
I can't claim all that.
Goodness.
But anyways, do you guys have any upcoming shows, merch, music, or anything else you would like to share with us?
Yes.
No.
The herd.
We indeed do have a show, and I'm assuming it's going to be announced by the time this comes out. But April 27th, we have a show at Amy's Place.
Amy's place.
First
and
time.
We do have,
At
that
long
is our
last.
first time at Amy's Place. That's true. And we will have some new merch. You probably, I'm hoping, have heard some music that is in CD form that you can only get in CD form. That'll also
Yeah,
be
you
at
gotta
the show.
come to our shows.
But yeah, just keep up with our social media at Relentless Moisture, where you'll see plenty of new stuff. Yeah, I think that's what I have.
We
you
do
guys
have a
anything?
new venture we're gonna propose.
Yes,
I think.
we're currently shopping
Yes.
for warehouse space. We're trying to get a couple
Downtown
warehouses in downtown Buffalo.
Yeah. Easy ask. Easy
I've
ask.
got a good hookup for shrimp larvae, and we're going to we're going to be farming shrimp for the foreseeable future. I hear it's a very
Yeah.
good time to get into shrimp farming.
Yeah, and this
It's
is
very
all
lucrative.
because no one went out to get shrimp with Joe on tour.
This is
This
many
is
reasons.
why.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is that the demand for shrimp keeps rising every year.
Every year,
but
year
there's
after year,
the-
more and
the-
more shrimp.
The broader shrimp industry is not really scaling up to
Yeah.
meet that demand. So there
Wegmans
needs
has
to
to
be.
get their shrimp for their shrimp po' boy sushi.
Yeah, and we
roll
could
Right.
get we could
somewhere.
provide the shrimp for Wegmans.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be huge. The shrimp for Wegmans.
Yeah,
There's so much shrimp there.
Wegmans big endorser of Relentless
Yeah,
Moisture.
but you know,
Obviously.
I
Just keep
think
an eye out.
Rochester.
Just keep
Yeah.
an eye out
Yeah.
on our reels.
585 shout out.
We're gonna be posting
Literally.
a bunch of shrimp
Danny.
reels.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that concludes another episode of the Local Lowdown. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show again. It was a pleasure having you again.
Yes.
It was a
Thank
pleasure
you.
to be on this show at the
Yes.
radio
Thank
station.
you so much for having us again at the radio station.
Yes, it's such a treat.
Thanks for for tuning in to the local lowdown on WCVF 88.9 The Voice and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno. Make sure you join us next week for some more moist music. Same time,
Same place.